Oh, nice. HexiFlex it's called. Invented and made by Rick Flowerday. No longer with us, but gosh, for 20 years or more I knew him, from 30 years ago. He came up with some wonderful things he showed me, and we exchanged items. I gave him some of my toy collection, which he liked, and he gave me these lovely pieces. This is just made from springs. It's astonishing how simple it is to make. You just have a spring piece fitting in like that. One end of the spring has got a little sharp piece here, and a bend in it. The other end's got something similar. And when you put the two together, the spring in the middle, it makes a complete piece and holds itself together. That could be a triangle table or something like that. It's extraordinary how simple it is when it's laid up like that or turned upside down. And it's a very nice finger fiddle for people to be able to play with and enjoy with their fingers. This is the same thing. This is an Octiflex, extra pieces in it, and it's got extra springs. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 springs in this one here, and that makes a table too. There we are, there's a table with 4 legs. This is a table with 3 legs, and then after that it makes the box-shaped piece. But this is a double box. In fact, let me get it to the double box again. There, like that. So there's 2 boxes beside each other. It's like an oblong box, as it were. Whereas this one makes a square box at a certain position about there, like that. Very, very different geometry. Lots of fun for entertaining the hands, and I've had a lot of time playing with them. And it was a few years after I met him, he gave me these and exchanged them with other things. He or one of his artisan friends made miniature versions, which I put here in a jewellery box. And this was the triangular version there, that one there. And they look like this. Look at that tiny little piece, exactly the same geometry. And again, this can turn round, and it becomes a little cube. It's about that position there. That's actually got 6-sided cube. If you put a little wire through it, a girl could wear it there as a necklace, as a bit of jewellery almost, because it's so pretty to make. And he had very good sales with this because it was no one else was making them at the time. I think they've been around a little bit longer since then, but it needs someone very dedicated to do things like that, isn't it? So this is some topological toys or geometry toys that I've been collecting. I keep them usually in a case, all the stuff, and love taking them into parties to entertain. This has been out for a long time. Yoshimoto, a Japanese chap, invented it, and it's very surprising how it comes into that. It then makes a box here, and this one turns into another box. All that's all opened up. There's a second box. There's 2 actual boxes there, which is how it starts together like that, and then they fit into each other. Because that's got lots of concavities, and this, when it's open like that, has got lots of concavities, and it fits into that like that, and then the whole thing can be made to flip, 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 flip. They sold this, I think, in the New York Museum of Modern Art for many, many, many years. It's probably still available there, I think it is. When it was first produced, I knew the Far Eastern company who was making it. And I found that they made a prototype of it, which is this one here. So this has been widely available, and it's probably still available, usually in silver and blacks and things. This was only a single prototype, I think it is, they made. And it's exactly the same, but instead of being pointed, these have got points to the pieces. As I open it up, take it apart. It's got pointed bits. There's little points everywhere. This one has end bits, not pointed, but squared off like that. So it starts looking like that. They both turn into boxes, as the other one did. There's one box there, and there's another box. We'll do it the other way, and you turn it into a star. And now you can see that is going to fit into that if you assemble them when they're half open like that. So you've got to do a bit of that. You've got to flip it like that, and now that bit's just roll into there, and it's inside, and it finishes the box off. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. Things that entertain people for many, many minutes or many hours, some of it. Here's something that I'm putting in here because it's not a topology changing thing, but it's a lovely trick that a friend of mine, Harry Eng, who is famous for stuffing bottles with impossible things, made. He designed a thing which was this black thing, but it was large, about this long. It had these symmetry about it. There was the middle bit there, this bit here, which is a hexagon, and he assembled it in this funny way and then put it onto paper. It didn't originally glue it, but he said when you rotate it back again, you find it won't assemble, you won't disassemble, it doesn't work. But the answer was a cheat. This bit here is actually those 2 pieces joined together, and they're glued. That is, you can see a tiny little gap between it. That's twice the thickness of all the other pieces of the card itself, because he subtly glued it together and makes, I think a geometrist would look at it and definitely say, if not spotting this, would say it's impossible to do. But it's not because he's cheated, but what a cheat, and what a clever thing to do. Harry Eng's Hypercube, or Hypercard, from many years ago. And then we've got something here which is, I think I had to assemble this myself. It was fun to do, but easy enough. Nice coloured rods, rubber tubes at the ends, and then you open up and have a lovely play with different shapes, geometry shapes, out like that. That's about the most open it gets to. You can almost put your head in there if I could quite, no I can't, but. And then you can close it up and close it up, fold it up and close it up, and it goes back into one of those. So there's a lot of patterns here. If you're a geometrist, you can delight and probably find the geometrical name for some of these shapes and things, and it escapes me. It's many signs, but a very nice fiddly thing for coming up with unexpected. That's a nice bit, and this will then make a tetrahedron, or it'll make a pyramid actually. Here we are, there's a pyramid. Lots of fun for the eyes and for the hands, eyes and hands. That's what some topology makes it so charming. And the last pieces are made by a guy I never met, called Ward Fleming, I think, who designed these. He's a New Yorker, and I managed to get hold of samples via, I think, probably Kurt Nace Company in Switzerland, and then found he got a little bit pulled with the part for the children. I've taken it out. This is plastic, or magnetic plastic, so it closes like that and grips itself together. It goes bump like that into a sphere, and then you can turn the sphere around like that, and it does that. Then he invites you to put a ball in it and carry on doing that. Take it right the way around and make it pop inside, and then bring it out again like that, and up it comes again. Oh my goodness me. And this does the same thing, although it's a lot prettier, this one here. It's got a ball made of glass, I think it is. When you join these two ends together, again it clips together because it's magnetic, and then it opens up like this, which is beautiful. And then if you want to, you can put the ball in the middle. Let's put it on here actually, because it points out you can make it run round here, run round the edge there. And put it in the middle, and it'll flip inside, and then appear again as it's. There's a nice bit there with a white bit. So a lovely thing, and it'll go both ways, of course. So you can put it like that and make it go the other way, up to the top. Ooh, and it's a bottom. A wonderful piece of play, all teaching children to enjoy shapes and geometry. And eventually, when they get into high school, give the names of the pieces. Isn't that nice? And it packs so easily. Fun.